Evening all. Um, it's been a very interesting day, as in controversial as usual. And I have to say, the squirrel video on the wiper has been very controversial. Now, it was done for a reason, okay? Because it opens a conversation. And without opening a conversation, you can never have a discussion. So the whole point was, me and my farming friend had a chat the other night about the farmer that caught these two lads on his farm and in his frustration tied him up, put him on his quad bike and took him to the police station. Now, what has that got to do with the two squirrels? Yeah, and people won't get that. But what I was trying to prove to my friend was that when you put something that's controversial out there, people talk about it. So this farmer has caught these two people on his land. I understand that they'd been there the night before on some kind of electric bikes. He's locked the gate, so they've come back the next day. He's caught them, he's rugby tackled them, he's hog-tied them, and he's taken them to the police station. And then he's arrested for that. Now, is that taking things too far? Or was he in his own rights of doing what he did? Because do we know what the backstory is? Do we know what they've been doing to him before? No, we don't. We literally don't. Was he frustrated? I think he must have been. He must have been angry, frustrated, and that's why he did it. And the same reasoning I'm trying to prove to my friend, that by putting something controversial out there, people will talk about it. And people are going to disagree. They think it's disrespectful, what I've done, as in putting two dead squirrels on a windscreen wiper and getting Jack, the terrier, to be jumping about. And if you think it's for the clicks and for the views, I'm sorry. I've had more bans on every social media platform than there's probably anybody. And is it about getting people to talk about it? Yes, definitely. So for me, I think that farmer hasn't done anything wrong. You know, if he was frustrating with the system and with phoning the police and them not turning up and, you know, arresting these people, he's tried to help the situation by bringing them into their hands, and he's been penalised for it. And I think society needs to look at themselves, you know, and be honest, are we just too soft? Both them squirrels were skinned, put into burgers, and they were delicious. And whatever was left went to feed my dogs. So I didn't disrespect them animals. I utilised them. And I think, again, there's too many grey squirrels. I know it's a massive contradiction of both stories, but I think it's all about the momentum of what you create. And when you create a momentum, people talk about it. And you'll agree and you'll disagree. And I respect both sides of it. Did I take it too far? Yeah, maybe. But I did it for a reason? Yeah, so people talk about it. Anyway, iechyd da, it's been a good day. And to anybody that doesn't want to watch the page, that's your decision, you know. I'm still going to be controversial. I'm going to still do what I do, and I do it for a reason. It's to support the people in the countryside and what we do, and hopefully get a little bit of conversation going and get a little bit more education on why we keep the numbers of pests down to make sure that we protect some of the other wildlife. Iechyd da. And I hope the farmer who did hog tie them doesn't get summons and he doesn't get into trouble, because You know, he hasn't harmed anybody. He's tried to take a citizen's arrest and, yeah, one less job for the police. Living the dream.